Hello students. In this class, we will discuss about the topic marginal costing. Marginal costing is not a method of costing as job or process costing, whereas it is the most controversial and interesting subject in cost accounting. It is a special technique which presents management with information enabling it to measure the profitability of an undertaking by considering the behavior of cost. In USA, the term direct costing or variable costing is used to describe the technique which is for all practical purposes the equivalent of marginal costing. According to CIMA London, marginal costing is the ascertainment of marginal cost by differentiating between fixed and variable cost and of the effect on profit of changes in volume or type of output. According to Dr. Joseph, marginal costing is a technique of determining the amount of change in the aggregate cost due to an increase of one unit over the existing level of production. According to Herman C. Hazer, marginal costing is a method of reporting upon the results of operation and is designed to satisfy the need for a simple presentation of operating results, clearly indicating the cost volume profit relationship. Direct or variable costing is a costing method which charges the product with only those costs that vary directly with volume. Thus, the above definitions make it clear that marginal cost goes beyond the ascertainment of cost. It is a technique concerned with the effect on profit when the volume or type of output changes. In particular, marginal costing studies the effect which fixed cost has on the running of a business. Now, I will be discussing about the various characteristics of marginal costing. Number one is under this technique, all costs are segregated into two categories, namely fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost is treated as period cost. Since fixed costs are treated as period cost, hence they are charged to costing profit and loss account of the period in which they are incurred. Variable cost is treated as product cost. Only variable or marginal costs are charged to products. Contribution. The relative profitability of department is based on a study of contribution made for each of the products. Valuation of inventory. The semi-finished goods and finished goods are valued at marginal cost only. Under this method, prices are based on variable cost plus contribution. Now I will be giving you the concept of cost different from the total or absolute cost. The, the costing terminology of ICWA defines marginal cost as the prime cost plus variable overheads. That is, it is the total cost less fixed overheads. Or we can say marginal cost is the additional cost of producing additional units. For example, if to produce an article there is requirement of rupees 500 of materials and rupees 100 of labor, the marginal cost of rupees 600 that comes from 500 plus 100, it amounts to 600, will remain unchanged. I can explain the marginal cost by giving you one more example, that if the total cost of production of 100 units of an article is rupees 5000, and if it increases to rupees 5050 on production of an additional unit, then increase in total cost on production of an additional unit, that is rupees 50, will be said as marginal cost. Thus, marginal cost may be calculated as, or we can say, the formula for calculating the marginal cost is increase in total cost upon increase in total quantity. Numerically, we can say that I gave you one example, 5050 minus 5000 amounts to rupees 50. So 50 rupees is the marginal cost. Now in previous class I taught you about the absorption costing or total costing. Absorption costing is also known as full costing, in which both fixed and variable costs are taken into consideration. But in marginal costing, only variable cost is taken into consideration. So in examination, you can be asked the difference between marginal costing and absorption costing. The difference between absorption costing and marginal costing is important in terms of their effect on net operating incomes and inventory values. Under absorption costing, full cost, that is, fixed and variable costs, are charged to production, whereas in marginal costing, only variable costs are charged to products, process, or operations. Hence, absorption costing is also known as traditional costing or total costing. In absorption costing, stocks are valued at total cost, which includes both fixed and variable costs, whereas in marginal costing, stocks of work in progress and finished goods are valued at marginal cost only. In absorption costing, since fixed costs are included and apportioned to various products on some arbitrary basis, which leads to under or over absorption of overheads. While in marginal costing, since fixed costs are excluded from product cost, no question of under or over absorption of overheads arises. Finally, we can say in absorption costing, relative profitability is judged by profit figures, whereas in marginal costing, it is based on a study of relative contributions. So, it is clear that marginal costing is very important. Marginal cost statement is made in order to ascertain the profit. In marginal costing statement, we take direct material, direct wages of any department, and then we get the prime cost. In prime cost, we add variable factory overheads of various departments. So we get factory marginal cost. Now in factory marginal cost, we add variable administrative overhead. So we get marginal cost of production. In marginal cost of production, we add variable selling and distribution overheads. And when we add all direct material, direct wages, uh, means we can say in prime cost, when we add variable factory overheads, variable administrative overheads, variable selling and distribution overheads, we get total marginal cost. And when from sales total marginal cost is deducted, we get contribution. From contribution, we deduct fixed costs like factory or works fixed cost, administration or office fixed cost, selling and distribution fixed cost, and ultimately we get the profit. So, in order to ascertain the profit, we have to make and prepare the marginal cost statement. We take into consideration all variable cost for calculation of total marginal cost. That is why it is known as marginal costing also. We take all direct costs into consideration. Direct costs are those costs which are directly charged to and allocated to any cost center. So we take direct cost into consideration. So this is also known as direct costing. So in this class, I gave you the meaning of marginal costing, the difference between marginal costing and absorption costing, the concept of marginal cost. I hope you all understood. Thank you.